Very well, ladies and gentlemen. So we move on with our episodes now. If you have been living under a rock, then you don't know what Cristiano Ronaldo comes out and has asked Piers Morgan for an interview, and he came up with an uncensored interview, and my God, it created havoc. It created havoc. All the Messi fans are happy that Cristiano said that. Um, some of the Real Madrid pages or accounts or whatever, they are really happy that they have somehow concocted a term, a paragraph they made up that Cristiano spoke about how leaving Real Madrid was his biggest mistake, which was not true, confirmed by Piers Morgan. Me being a Cristiano fan, I'm not going to react to it, but here's the thing that I would want to say. What Cristiano spoke about Arsenal in the midst. He says that I think the fans should know the truth. I want the best for the club. This is why I come to Manchester United, but you have some things inside the club that don't help reach the top level as City, Liverpool, and even now Arsenal. So Cristiano knows, man, Arsenal is an improved team. But more importantly, here's how I believe it that Arsenal are an improved team. The most XG created this season by is in the Premier League. Number one in the list is Arsenal for 29.61 XG. Second in the list is Manchester City with 29.16. Third is Tottenham with 27.36. They have been creating. Tottenham have been creating, but hey, we are the top in that list, and that's exactly where we want to be. So Mikel Arteta was asked about whether Arteta and the players have watched the City game. He says that, the question was that how did the players react to the Brentford's win against Manchester City? Mikel said, as you can imagine. That's it. That's the answer that he gave, which is a fantastic thing, which is a really, really good thing. And Benjamin White's game versus Wolves by numbers: 115 touches, most. 101 total passes, most. 100% tackle success rate. 92% passing accuracy. 40 passes in the final third, which is the most. 29 final third entries, which is the most. 7 possession one, joint most. And yes, Benjamin White was fantastic, was super fantastic. And that's really interesting. So now I would want to know what is like, right. So before the Christmas, until Christmas, Arsenal are going to be at the top of the table, and that's how it's going to be. So what do they do in the January transfer window? According to Simon Collins, he says the club wants to back Arteta in January. A winger is in their priority, with Midrick and Facundo Torres both being the targets. Beyond January, the longer term, Arsenal also want to sign a left-sided centre back and another midfielder. Given their position now, though, there is an argument to accelerate those plans and add to the squad from a position of strength. Whether they are going to do it or not, well, we'll see how things will go. But moving on, let's talk about some stats, baby. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about some good, decent stats. So here we go. Goals from the central midfield. Arsenal. We were crying for Arsenal to score goals from the midfield. Arsenal are the top of the list with 12 goals, and they're locked in with Brighton for 12 goals as well, and it has been crazy. 14 games, 12 goals from the midfield. Man City, the second on the list, are Man City, Spurs, Newcastle with 7 goals each. Arsenal and Brighton are cooking something. The central midfield is very much, adding a lot of value. But most threatening players, well, yes, most threatening players are in, and the list is on for you. And the most threatening players in the Europe's top 5 leagues, apart from Lionel Messi, you could see from Arsenal, Gabriel Jesus is in a very, very healthy. Yes, then there's Martin Odegaard, there's Gabriel Martinelli. So there are so many Arsenal players in that list. Fantastic, super fantastic. I love that. I love that. By the way, Thomas Partey, it's common knowledge, but Thomas Partey has been called for Black Stars for the World Cup. Congratulations to Thomas Partey. But more importantly, William Saliba will be wearing number 17 for the French national team. Yes, sir. French national team. Congratulations to him. And that is so, so great. And Arthur Okonku has been killing it. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Arthur Okonku has been killing it. At the moment, yes, his season so far, 17 games, 6 clean sheets, 5 times being man of the match, 5 times being the man of the match, 20 goals conceded, 55 out of 75 saves made, 32 out of 47 saves made from inside the box, 23 out of 28 saves made from outside the box, 2 out of 3 penalties saved, 2 out of 3 penalties saved, 182 ball recoveries, 19 clearances, 8 duels won, 55.09% passing accuracy. Of course, the passing accuracy is not that good, but Arthur Okonku has been killing it. He has been killing it. There's no doubt about that. And talking about Kylie Madrid, well, according to Daniel Katz, Sunsport understand that Manchester United have been tracking Kylie Madrid for a while now with scouts. Arsenal are believed to be interested. It is unlikely United will go for him in January after having huge investment in the squad over the past summer. So that is that. Interesting fact. But moving on, talking about Gabriel Jesus. Well, Gabriel Jesus has produced more shot creating actions than any other Premier League striker with 57. Oh my God, he has been a menace. A menace. Dennis the Menace for Arsenal, baby. Also, only Kevin De Bruyne has produced more assists than Arsenal's Bukayo Saka this season. 6 assists for the star boy of the England national team. How good is that? How blessed we are that our star boy, the God's child, is living his dream. But more importantly, Arsenal have highest non-penalty XG in the Premier League with 25.7. Arsenal have only fallen behind 2 Premier League matches this season. Arsenal have 2,716 touches in the final third, only bettered by Manchester City, and they've got really a lot, 3,269. That's a really huge number. Arsenal have conversion rate of 13.8% in the Premier League, which is only bettered by Tottenham Hotspurs in that list. So yes, Tottenham, you might look like you can think that they have been clinical with their chances that they've been creating, but Arsenal have been very lethal and being entering into the final third more amount of time. So to be the best and to beat the best, you got to compete with the best kind of players and the best kind of coach, and of course the management as well. So Arsenal take a lot of boxes. Cristiano Ronaldo proved that Arsenal have been a very, very world class, a very, very improved team, among the best right now in the Premier League, where Manchester United must hope to reach at the moment. We all know that, but we are still not being overconfident of where we are on the table. We know Manchester City have really bridged the gap when Liverpool had a similar kind of a deficit. We'll be humble with it. Let's see how that will turn out to be. But for now, right now, we need to do something in the January transfer window. If you think that Arsenal should do anything in the January transfer window and go and get their players, let me know in the comments what you guys think about that. I will see you in the next one. Until then, cheers, and don't forget to subscribe. And of course, comment and let me know from which part of the world are you watching my video. I'll be glad to know that. Cheers.